In the opening scene of Me and Mr. Christmas, we see people decorating in preparation for the Christmas celebration, and a lady named Zoe, an independent and hardworking beautiful lady who just started her PR firm, reaches out to her former boss on the phone, inquiring about a campaign. She gets to the bakery, and unfortunately, her former boss will not get her in the campaign. She concludes with him, and believes she needs to find another way to promote her PR firm. Zoe meets her best friend Nick, who owns the bakery with his husband Trevor. He is glad to have her, because he knows how much she loves to work. Nick wonders how her business is thriving, and Zoe reveals people do not want to partner with her new firm. Nick feels sorry for her, and suggests they discuss it while they have coffee. He encourages her to take a break, since it is the holiday season. Bothered, Zoe believes she will do that at the right time. She reveals all she needs for her business is a new, flashy client to put her on the map. Nick jokingly suggests she represents Mr. Christmas, which is an annual month-long pageant in which eligible bachelors around town compete in various holiday activities, and only one emerges as the winner. Zoe is surprised to know that the contest is still ongoing, but she feels the contest is not that popular. He believes it is a big deal, and she can easily get cute guys for the holidays. Zoe finally sees this as a real opportunity. There's great exposure, tons of press, and she's practically a Christmas expert. She believes decorating a semi-celebrity to take the title should be a piece of cake, compared to her past campaigns. It's not a traditional route, and because of that, Zoe loves it. Nick wonders how she will get a representative, and Zoe has faith that she will get one. As a matter of fact, she intends to get the right guy. Later, she visits Nick's family, and Trevor reveals that Abby, their daughter, did well in her class. Zoe is proud of her, and wants them to celebrate. She decides to get her something special. They leave to get Abby something special in her favorite bookstore. In the next scene, we see a man named Sam, an old-fashioned kind of guy who owns a bookstore, trying to put some books on display in a perfect way. He joins Mark, who works for him. Sam wonders if he did a great job with the arrangements. Mark reveals he's too traditional for his age, and keeps arranging the books the same way. He feels he is afraid of change, or trying new things. Mark leaves to attend to a customer, and Sam wonders what he means by trying new things. Zoe visits the bookstore with Nick and Abby to get some books. Abby is glad to see Sam, and they discuss books. Nick and Zoe continue their discussion about the contest. Nick insists it will be difficult for her to get a candidate, but Zoe believes she will get one. Then, she sees Abby with Sam, and is interested in him. Nick reveals that Sam is not her type, because he is reserved and shy. However, what Zoe sees is an interesting and perfect candidate for Mr. Christmas. Nick maintains that Sam is not the best candidate, but they keep observing him from afar, unknown to him. Sam eventually sees them, and wonders why they are staring at him. They apologize and leave without letting him know of their intentions. Later, Nick reveals to Abby Zoe's intentions about Sam. She believes he is a perfect candidate, because he cares about people, and he is honest. Besides, Sam is her friend. Zoe, more than ever before, believes Sam is the perfect fit, because the way he is described captures the essence of everything she wants her candidate to be like. Nick is not sure if Sam will accept her proposal, but Zoe believes he will not be able to resist her if she persuades him. At the bookstore, Sam chats with Mark to know if the bookstore is doing well financially. Unfortunately, Mark reveals it is not, and they might need to shut the store eventually. This is sad news, because the bookstore is the only thing that reminds Sam of his late parents. Mark tries to encourage him not to give up, but to have faith. However, Sam does not believe in faith. Zoe visits the bookstore to see Sam. She introduces herself to him, and he recognizes her from their previous encounter, and wonders why she was observing him earlier. Zoe believes it is not the right time to let him know, so she decides to lie about getting a book for Abby. He assists her with that, and she asks if he is single, since it is one of the criteria of the contest. Zoe is glad that he is. She reveals she owns a PR firm, and wants him to represent her firm at the Mr. Christmas contest. Sam immediately wants to decline, believing it is not his thing. But Mark overhears their discussion and encourages him to agree, because it is a good thing for the bookstore. Zoe gives him her business card, and he tells her that he will not be able to pay her for the services. Zoe reveals her services will be free, because she wants the title to go to someone who deserves it, not someone popular. Also, the fact that Abby recommends him makes her willing to take the risk. Finally, Sam accepts, and hopes he will not regret it. Zoe appreciates him, and believes he will be grateful after the contest. Mark is happy with the timing of this, because he believes it is a good thing for Sam. In the next scene, Zoe meets with her mom Elaine in a restaurant, where they discuss work. They both seem to be so busy with work that they rarely have time for each other. She reveals her PR firm will be representing Mr. Christmas, and Elaine is glad and proud of the woman she's becoming. She promises to hang out with her some other time, and her mother looks forward to it. It is obvious they did not bond. In the next scene, Zoe meets with Sam, and he reveals that he is not a fan of Christmas. Zoe tries to convince him, but Sam mentions he is only agreeing to the contest because of the bookstore. Zoe reveals what the competition is all about, and what he needs to do to get on board in the competition. After they get to work, she mentions that he needs a change of wardrobe and style. She gets him all the necessary things he needs for the competition, and she also does some brush-ups for him. After the full makeover, Zoe is glad with the outcome, and believes Sam is perfect for the competition. She tries to take his picture, to share it on her page on social media, and introduce him to her fans. Shy Sam feels it is not necessary, but he accepts since she will include his bookstore in her write-up. So, it's a win-win for both of them. At the official launching of the competition, Sam bumps into Josie, his high school friend. Josie is glad to meet him after a long while, and she reveals that he looks different and amazing. Sam compliments her looks also. Zoe joins them, and Josie reveals she is one of the judges of the competition, and she is also Sam's schoolmate. She leaves and hopes she will get to see Sam more often. Knowing one of the judges sounds like the perfect advantage to Zoe, who believes getting Josie on their side will make them win the competition. However, she wonders if they have ever dated. Sam reveals she was his crush in high school, but he never got the courage to ask her out. She suggests he flirt with her, but he declines. He feels it is unethical. Zoe reveals their daily routine in getting ready for the contest, but Sam sees it as being stressful, and begins to have a change of mind about the contest. He leaves for his store without concluding their discussion. Later, while Nick assists Zoe with setting up her Christmas tree, she receives a notification on her phone, and he wonders if it is about the contest. He wonders if things are going smoothly between her and Sam, but Zoe reveals Sam is stubborn, disciplined, and hates change. She hopes she did not make a mistake choosing him. Still, she is willing to take the risk. Later, Zoe hopes Sam will join her at their usual meeting space, but he does not. She reaches out to him on the phone, but he does not pick up her calls, and she's disappointed. Will she need to get another representative? In the next scene, Zoe visits the bookstore with some gifts to convince Sam to change his mind. But on seeing her, Sam tries to avoid her as much as possible. She apologizes and hopes they can start again, but she wants him to be fully committed. He declines and reveals that he wants to quit. This will be a huge setback for Zoe, so she persuades him to change his mind by mentioning that he is the best candidate for the competition. Sam sees that she is desperate, so he decides to negotiate with her. He wants them to be partners and wants his opinion to count in their decision. She agrees, so he decides to give their partnership deal another try. On the first day of the competition, while Zoe anxiously waits for Sam to join her, Josie bumps into her and wonders where Sam is. She reveals he is on his way, believing he will show up. She also wants her to vote for him. As Josie leaves to join the other judges, Zoe reaches out to Sam on the phone again, letting him know how much she needs the competition for her firm. Surprisingly, Sam joins her, and she's glad. They call out for all the contestants, and Zoe encourages him to be confident. All the contestants are introduced to the audience, and the first competition is testing their physical strength. Some of the contestants do a great job, and Sam does great too, even though the audience liked him already. At the end of the first game, Sam wins, and Zoe is also glad with the outcome of the first competition. Sam meets with Zoe, and she feels she owes him an apology for doubting his strength. She congratulates him, and mentions that if he wants to win the competition, he needs to be committed to their routine as a team. He accepts, and they decide to work as a team. She reveals he is mysterious, and people like him already, which is a good sign. Later, they visit Nick's store for their first routine, so he can learn how to make candies. Elaine and Mark join them. Zoe introduces her mom to Sam and Mark. Elaine and Mark flow so easily, as they make candies together. Zoe and Sam see them and feel they're attracted to each other. Zoe is glad, because she feels she is lonely, and it will be nice if she has a new friend. Sam also believes Mark has been single since he lost his wife, so they're indeed a perfect match. Meanwhile, when Mark and Elaine see them, they believe they are good together. Mark feels they should look for a way to make them realize it, so they plan a dinner at Zoe's place, while Mark will cook. This sounds like a great idea. Eventually, they all work as a team and end up making a candy house. Zoe and Sam appreciate Mark and Elaine for assisting them in carrying out the task. Elaine gets on with their secret plan and mentions having dinner at Zoe's place. She also invites Sam too. In the next scene, still in preparation for the competition, Zoe makes a video of Sam as he wraps a Christmas gift. Abby assists him, and they all have fun at it. Zoe continues with the video while Abby teaches Sam how to decorate a Christmas tree. They're gradually making progress with their routine. Later, at the next competition, Zoe keeps observing Sam from afar, and she's beginning to fall in love with the man he's becoming. Josie bumps into her again and wants to discuss it with her. Josie wonders if Sam is seeing anyone, and reveals she would love to ask him out on a date. Zoe, who's already falling in love with him, decides to lie that he is seeing someone. Josie thinks Zoe is the one that Sam is dating, so Zoe decides to play along, and she lies that they're dating. On hearing this, Josie decides to give up on Sam. However, as she leaves, Zoe is scared, and hopes she is doing the right thing by lying. At the competition, Sam plays with the children and gives them gifts. Again, Sam wins the second time, and he appreciates Zoe for being supportive. He now believes that the contest will help the bookstore. He mentions seeing her with Josie and wonders if they talked about him. Zoe does not want him to know about their discussion because she thinks Josie is still his crush. She wants him to be confident, so she mentions that he is every woman's dream man. This statement surprises him. The next day, Nick assists Zoe in getting ready for her next routine lesson with Sam. When Nick doesn't see Sam, he is surprised Zoe's not angry that he has not joined them. This makes him believe that she is in love with him, and he believes they're good together. But Zoe denies her feelings for him. Later, Sam joins them and apologizes for being late. Zoe is not furious, and he is surprised to see her not angry. She encourages them to get to work. Nick assists Sam with dancing lessons, and Zoe dances with him. Initially, Sam finds it difficult to learn fast, but as Nick coaches them, they gradually get it and have fun at it. Sam appreciates her and reveals sales have increased at the store. He is grateful for her support and the way she believes so much in his ability when he does not. Zoe's glad because people get to see the real him. He wonders if people like him and wants to know if Josie does too. Zoe reluctantly reveals she likes him, making him happy. In the next scene, Abby and Zoe visit the bookstore, and they are glad to see a great multitude there. Abby leaves to get a book, while Zoe assists him in restocking the books. They discuss their family. Sam reveals his parents are gone, and that's why he does not celebrate Christmas. Zoe feels bad for judging him earlier, and apologizes for not knowing early enough. Zoe feels the bookstore needs a change, and thinks Abby will be of great help in achieving that. They meet with Abby, and she agrees to help. She gives a list of what he will be needing for the change, while Sam writes them down, and hopes the outcome of the bookstore will be beautiful. After getting the list, Sam reveals he is looking for a dinner date. Later, Sam and Zoe go for a tree lighting. She takes his picture, and he suggests she join him. However, Nick and Trevor bump into them. Nick introduces his husband to Sam, and reveals he won the Mr. Christmas title as a single man. Sam is eager to know he won in his own time. Trevor reveals how he needs to win the competition. After Sam leaves, Nick believes Zoe likes him, and wants her to reveal how she feels to him. She denies it again, claiming she can't date her clients. Nick persuades her to give it a try, but she insists she is not in love with him. While Sam tries to get chocolates, Josie bumps into him. They remember their days in high school. He reveals she was popular and pretty, and he did not dare to ask her out then. Josie is happy to hear that, and hopes she's still attractive. Zoe joins them, and she tries as much as possible to make Josie believe they're dating. She holds him close and hugs him, making Sam wonder why she's acting weird. Josie decides to not interrupt their time together. She appreciates her for believing in Sam, and for making him join the competition. Nick joins them. Sam invites Josie to join them for the tree lighting, but she declines. As she leaves, Nick reveals Sam and Zoe look good together, seeing how close she is to him. Sam, who's confused, wonders what is going on. Feeling guilty, Zoe confesses to Nick how she lied to Josie that she is dating Sam. Nick does not buy the idea of lying, and she promises to reveal it to him at the right time. He advises her to reveal the truth immediately, but she is not willing to. Sam joins them, and they decide to see the tree lighting together. Nick feels Zoe will end up regretting her actions. In the next scene, Zoe assists Mark in making dinner. Her doorbell rings, and it is Sam, who comes with gifts. Elaine joins them too. Zoe cannot stop admiring Sam in his suit. Meanwhile, Elaine is bothered whether she looks beautiful, because of Mark. Zoe assures her that she is perfectly beautiful. They eat, and after dinner, Elaine appreciates Mark for the meal. Mark is glad, and reveals he is proud of Sam, and the new man he has become. Much later, Sam and Zoe discuss Mark and Elaine, hoping they get along. Zoe reveals Elaine is her idol, but they have been too busy with work, and they hardly have time for each other. But she's glad the Christmas work has brought them closer. It's the last day of the competition, and an anxious Sam reaches out to Zoe, revealing how much she needs to be there to cheer him up. She joins them, and he is surprised to see her late for the contest. Zoe encourages him to relax and have fun. She believes he is the perfect Mr. Christmas, no matter who wins. When Nick and Trevor join them, Nick and Zoe are still not on good terms. Trevor leaves them to sort things out. Nick wants her to reveal the truth to Sam, but she declines, because she doesn't know how to reveal it to him. However, Sam bumps into Josie and she mentions that she will bet on him. She reveals that she's aware he is dating Zoe, and how she promised Zoe not to let anyone know about it. Sam is surprised and believes there's a misunderstanding somewhere, but he does not get to conclude the discussion with her, because the competition is about to begin. At the competition, a lot of people vote for their contestant. But eventually, Sam has the highest votes. He wins. Zoe happily meets him and reveals how glad she is, but Sam does not seem to be happy. She wonders why he's not happy, and he reveals he is aware she lied to Josie about their dating. She apologizes and reveals she did it for him. He sees her as selfish, and he trusted her so much, but he cannot have dishonest people as friends. He decides to leave before they announce the winner of the contest. However, they announce the winner, and he wins the title of Mr. Christmas. Even though this is the good news she was hoping for, Zoe feels bad and heartbroken. It gets worse when she sees him dance with Josie and hopes he can forgive her. In the next scene, Zoe gets Abby a Christmas present. Nick suggests she goes to the Mr. Christmas celebration, but she believes Sam will not want to see her. Nick encourages her because he feels she is a good person with a large heart, but sometimes her method is way extreme. He persuades her to attend, and she apologizes to Nick for being stubborn. The two friends hug and sort out their misunderstanding. Zoe gets there and bumps into her mom and Mark. Her mom wonders if she's fine, and she reveals the truth to her mom, and also apologizes for not always creating time for her. On the other hand, Josie meets with Sam, and he appreciates her for voting for him. He reveals he is not dating Zoe. Sam sees Zoe with her mom and keeps staring at her. Right there, Josie feels he loves her too, so she decides to let him go after her. Meanwhile, Elaine also apologizes for being too busy with work. They decide to create time for each other and promise to see each other as often as possible. They hug to a new beginning. Mark joins them, and her mom suggests she discuss it with Sam. Zoe finally joins Sam and apologizes for crossing the line. She reveals he is perfect for Mr. Christmas, and he deserves to win the contest. Sam appreciates her and is grateful to her for believing in him when no one else did. He reveals she brings out the best in him and finally forgives her. They kiss, and Sam gets to be Zoe's Mr. Christmas.